She banking on me on the bank. I smack it, she let her get spanked.
What's good, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. Take two. Now, if you're new here and don't know what this video is or it entails, it's basically just a playlist video where I go over the songs I've been listening to for the past week. Ain't nothing serious. It's not going to be all new songs on here. Matter of fact, it might not be any. I might choose songs from any era to put on here. You know, stay tuned. I basically just created this series for us to become closer as a community and for us to share the music we've been listening to over the past week. That's all. So yeah, let's get to it. Dun, dun, dun. Now, the first song I've been listening to like shit is nothing other than Chance the Rapper and Joey Badass Highs and Lows. Chance the Rapper and Joey play off each other's inner pain in this one, rapping about the relatable traits of someone who's having that battle with dealing with the ups and downs that we all go through in life. I just like how they're both giving their intimate perspectives on how they choose to cope with the losses that they take in life, whether it affects them personally or the ones around them they love. Chance comes with a pleasing hook that's just so catchy, plus just true, that you have no choice but to sing along to. The deep and heavy imagery these two are pairing throughout this track is accompanied by this smooth, laid back, live, jazzy instrumental led by pianos. Like, just beautiful. It's a sound that just makes the track that much easier to listen to, and it gives the feeling of redemption and not so much sobbing, even though the lyrics are so relatable and empathetic to anyone who's been through anything in life. Anything. I love this track. I've been playing it regularly ever since it came out, so I had to throw it on the list. I need more records with Chance and Joey, man. They just seem like a great pair, and I know we can get some intriguing music from these two. Like, I would have rather had Chance fill that slot on Joey's album and not Chris Brown, but you know, hey, we can't have everything in life. Sampha, Reverse Faults of one of my favorite albums of all time. And I say that because I always find myself going back to it at random points in my life. The relaxed ambience in this song is addictive in itself. You got that perfect mixture of Sampha's beautiful but strong voice mixed in with these electronic synths that make you feel like you're on another planet. Like, me personally, I think Sampha has one of the best voices in music and one of the best voices I've ever heard. And I'm utterly surprised that most people don't use him or include them in their projects more. Like, we seen him on Kendrick's Mr. Morale earlier this year, and that ended up being a fan favorite with him only gracing his presence on the chorus. Reverse Faults is Sampha at his best, realizing his faults as a man and finally indulging in that conversation about the wrong he feels he's done in the course of an intimate relationship. He talks about him not being there when that person he loves needed him the most. He expresses that when that person he loves tries to get closer to him, he becomes more and more distant. Towards the end of the track, he and his significant other get into this huge argument as he keeps shooting the blame of the relationship failing at that person. But he uses that as a metaphor for actually shooting that person. Now they sitting in a room with blood all over the walls. He's seen what he's done. So he calms down and finally comes to the conclusion that at this moment, in this bloody room, they're both going to admit their wrongs and move on. It's a great short story carried by such a beautiful voice. So if you haven't heard this song or this entire album, I highly recommend it, especially if you're in your feelings, especially at that moment. There's a reason why Wale was crying when he shook Sampha's hand. He do that to people. Another track I got for y'all, Fabolous and Jadakiss, Soul Food. Fabolous and Jadakiss offer up nothing but some straightforward New York lyrical sparring on this joint. Brooklyn and Yonkers. Brooklyn! I feel like this tape didn't get recognized as much because it wasn't promoted greatly by these two overall, but bro, this shit was fire. Fab and Jada get off some of their best bars with no hook on this song. How Jay-Z say, I don't need no hook for this shit. I love when rappers do a collab tape and they're actually lyricists. It just comes off as a competition and it's not too much friendly energy going on. And when you have that, you get verses like these. It sounded like they was trying to cut each other's heads off, bruh. Like, it was no, I'ma take it easy. No, it was none of that.
Everybody living it up, you gotta feel me, and nah, I ain't giving it up, you gotta kill me. Whoever you look up to, ask them, I'm a real G. As far as this rap shit go, I got real T. No license or registration, that's what it still be. Unless in your pocket, your heart, that's what it will be.
Hey, listen, man. If you into great lyricism and smooth punchlines, this is the one for you. I think Jadakiss killed Fabolous on here, but That's just me. Jada just a menacing character on the beat when he wanna slaughter you. Diced Pineapples featuring the big three that can do no wrong back in 2012. Rick Ross, Wale, and Drake. Damn, I said Drake last. I shouldn't have did that. That's crazy. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already heard this song, but these playlists are real, and these are songs that I'm hooked on at the moment, and this is one of them. So if you haven't heard this, you're welcome. The way this song starts off with Wale doing what he does best, with the words of a poet, you just knew this was gonna be a classic. It was inevitable. You just knew. Then Rick Ross opening lines just make it that much sweeter.
Shorty so fine, pussy so fresh, diced pineapples and my baby tastes the best.
This song brings back so many memories, bro. Like, even hearing how young Drake sounds on the hook is nostalgic.
Call me crazy shit, at least you call me. Feels better when you let it all down the girl. And when you say it cause you're mad, but then take it all back. We fuck all night so things get right.
I think the overall structure of this song is just genius, and that's what I think Ross has always been great at, and that's why I think he is where he is in his career. He knows where to place certain artists on certain songs. Like if you notice any song he has with Drake, it's a hit. He's not gonna waste a Drake feature. Any song he has with Jay-Z, it's a hit. He's not gonna waste a Jay-Z feature. He knows where to place these people. Having Wale open up the song with a poem, Ross does his verse, here comes Drake with a standalone hook, Ross does another verse, then with another Drake hook, and then Wale ends it with another great poetic verse. I miss this shit, man. I miss this shit. And you know what? The more and more I listen to this song, the more and more I just love the concept of your girl being diced pineapples. Because you know how they say fruit gets you through the day? He's saying that his girl is diced pineapples. He's saying I can't live without you. He's saying that I can't get through the day with you. Because remember when Rick Ross used to have those seizures? You know, they say you got to eat fruit when you have seizures. So he's saying that she is his fruit. He wakes up to her every day because you know, he needs her. Just a great song overall. Ross has a lot of these throughout his career, but this is one that I love and I feel like doesn't really get mentioned enough. Next record, we got Chloe. Surprise. I'm blushing. I see it. Damn. I can't hide it. Listening to this Chloe record definitely brings a tear to my eyes because I'm realizing more and more that she's grown now. I've gotten so used to seeing Chloe and Halle standing behind Beyonce and being her proteges for so many years that I forgot that we around the same age. This Chloe single is golden, literally. It seems like she's going full steam ahead into this solo career that I've seen coming to fruition sooner or later because I've always thought Chloe was the stronger actor of the two in all aspects. And this shit right here is just an example of that. It's a good short record around 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, but I get a full experience from Chloe as she talks about the grown woman things that I'm more than ready to hear from her at this point. Look at me talking like we not the same age. Again, the production I would say is more on the modern R&B side, but her voice is so soft and caring that it sounds like she can be in the mid-90s. I think the different pockets she hits with her vocal shifts on here is very impressive, and the way she's able to swindle through her record so effortlessly just shows the maturity of her to be able to control a song. I haven't gotten this jealous listening to a song outside of Snow Allegra since the 90s. Like I only get that from the 90s females because I know I'm never going to be able to see them. I'm never going to be able to touch them. It's like Nia Long. It's like seeing Nia Long in the 90s movie. You wish you was back then, but you don't because you're good now because you have the internet and shit like that. You can always look back on it, but you know, I wanted to be the one seeing Nia Long run with the damn headphones on. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see that. And if you asking in your head, I'm not saying you're doing this, but if you are asking the question, Snoopy, why are you jealous? Because I want to be the man she's talking about. It's just that simple. Now, I can't say Chloe has the entire package because we've gotten a small sample size over the course of the last few years. We've yet to hear a full album from her. We've only gotten singles at this point. But I'm going to say this. The potential is strong with this one. Strong. The final song I've been playing like shit is my favorite song off the new Pusha T album, Just So You Remember. This is my favorite song. There's no debate. Scrape It Off is up there, but Just So You Remember, yeah. This song is the pinnacle of a movie scene when a person is going down a dark alley and you just know as an audience he's gonna die. That's what this is. Pusha T's Joker-like delivery shines so much through this track that I even get scared. He was really on a mission to remind people who the fuck they dealing with. This is nothing new, but the coke bars on here are just impeccable. The hole in the attic was not for a ceiling fan, What the fuck was it for then? The purest, snowy, serving white privilege? I mean, it is Pusha T, but come on, bro. Come on. Kanye sampling Colonel Bagshot's 6-Day War was a genius idea on his part. Genius. It brought a side out of Pusha T's presence that hasn't been felt before, and I want to hear more of. Very impressive album by Pusha T. Very impressive. One of the best I've heard all year. But I still think Daytona is better. I still think it's way better, but I like It's Almost Dry a lot. Well, that concludes my playlist video for this week. We definitely got more of these coming soon because that's all I do is listen to music. Well, that's not all I do, but that takes up a lot of my time just because I love music. Y'all already know what to do. Put y'all playlist down in the bottom in the description. Not description. Damn. Put it down in the comments. What the fuck going on? But yeah, put all the songs y'all listening to right now down in the comments. Y'all probably gonna put me on to something. So, you know, now if I like it, it might show up in one of these videos. Shit. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We growing. I'm not really a numbers guy, but you know, we about to hit 1K soon. So I'm happy about that. Yeah. Y'all already know how we do it, man. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe. Hey, man, I'm God. Yee.